See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that man is a person that a great most and rule well or teaches a person in truth. And we see salutations, holy Akim, to the pushing with on truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season or season, we say Shalom. Once again, good entire video here, and this basically once again touching upon farming. Now, I remember, I can't remember if it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I did 1 or 2 videos going into farming, right? And basically, in those videos, I said that, day by day you would see other countries come out to state, or I said something along those lines that you would see other countries, right, other places coming out to mention the shortages of food, right? This morning I was reading an article where America is actually pulling back. They're actually withdrawing. I believe it's the FDA, right? Is calling back a bunch of food, right? Because it's contaminated, and we know about the GMO food that has been put on the shelves and what they have people eating, to the fact where it's so poisonous right now. They had us it's a long list, right? A long list of food items, right? Let me just see if I could find. Now it wouldn't show on the screen, right? Because I don't have the article up on the screen. I have it on my next device, right? But what was stated on the article? It say FDA recalls market withdrawals and safety alerts. The list below provides information gathered from press releases and other public notices about certain recalls of FDA regulated products, right? So let's go down. So this is FDA regulated products, right? So that means that they get it passed to go out. And when you look up some of the stuff, it's a Terrafina, it's a Bliss Tree, it's a some of the stuff was Popsicle, Emerald. So it was things that people use. Say Prime Foods, Fish, Note Fish Inc., right? Let me see if I find a next one that people would know about. Oh, it had this one stated here: CVS Health, HEB Baby. So it's like even baby food and health foods and so forth. They had also recalled because of what safety concerns, alerts, and all these things causing to show you how what is going on with the food supplies, right? And Baxter, I'm sure people heard about Baxter's already. Supreme Products, Spice Class, right? And this is again is a long, it's 112 entries. It actually is 1,117 entries. You know what? Basically, I will do a video upon this as well. Maybe it might be a part 2 going into the farming and the food and so forth. But it's so much products that's basically being called back. It's 1,117 entries, right? Now, with that being stated, this is another article here. It's a Japanese scramble to buy beloved rice as shortages bite, right? And this is going into a famine, right? There are places, Japanese, we know that side of the world, like Asian side of the world, they are known for rice, right? It might sound a certain way, but they are known for that. They're known for the grain, right? So they're going through shortages of rice. As I say, a Japanese scramble to buy beloved rice as shortages bite. So they are going through shortages right now. Now, before I continue, I'd like to bring forth the scripture. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Now, as it said here, it says, "And there shall be famines." You see, these right way seen here is prophecies. These is things were mentioned to happen at these times that we're in. These are the things that happening. These are the things that are taking place. The wars, the pestilences, the famines, the earthquakes, all these things, right? And we would see it happening throughout the earth, right? But majority, we were seeing it in America as well too, because they are going through with this FDA call back of the products and so forth. You start to see the shelves start to get empty. When rice, so when places that were known to deliver rice to other countries, when they now start to hold back because now they themselves have shortages, what it is they feel going to happen to these other countries? They would go through a famine as well, right? And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing famines happening in different places. Now, someone asked a question here: what's causing the shortage, right? Somebody marked it, right? But now we know these two statements here are right, because it's all a plan from the wicked, right? And we know at the end of the day, they're just fulfilling what it is the Lord said to do, right? Um, so the second one say lots of factors. It's a bad harvest, which is something that's basically happening due to the weather, right? How bad is the situation that's going on with with the earth right now when it comes to like the weather, the climate, and so forth, right? It's the second one they say Pearl war stock piling by China, right? And not only by China, but it's war going on all around, right? You see what went on with flour and so on when situation with Ukraine and Russia, and we saw within a week what was taking place with them again. You see what going on in the Middle East. You see what going on in other places. So yeah, these is things that would cause famines, because now when these things are happening, countries would have to hold back their product, hold back their food for themselves, right? Then you go reach the rationing of food and all these things, right? Um, so it's a for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, all these things, as you say here, poor war stuff, right? The wars, the wars and the rumors of wars. These are the things that we're seeing, right? Hearing about, right? I say all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all this is just the beginning. Because we're seeing here, this is just the beginning. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Now, in the coming weeks, coming months, you might see a bunch of other countries come on the state that, yo, we're going through shortages, right? We're going through shortages. We can't give out the amount that we used to give out from before, and so forth and so on, right? And there will be shortages in many other things as well, right? You're seeing what is going on all around the world. We're seeing the wars, the rumors of wars, right? We're seeing the pestilences, we're seeing the earthquakes, we're seeing the famines. Day by day, right? You're seeing a lot of stuff that's happening, a lot of stuff that's taking place, right? And it's basically the prophecies are happening, right? The prophecies are happening. These things must happen. But when famines hit, just remember it's going to cause a lot of other stuff in between, which will eventually go to the other prophecies as well, right? But when a man can't get food, how that person does react, right? They want to survive. They want to live. So cannibalism. They might sell some people for a bag of rice. Chaos. Chaos is ensuing. The scriptures talk about the evils increasing upon the earth, and this is famines all over the place. Yeah, right. Right. So I'm gonna go into the article a little bit. This is the book. Sorry, no, I'll bring a scripture after, right? But I'm gonna read this article. It said Japanese scramble to buy beloved rice as shortages bite. It's the threat of a mega quake, a series of typhoons, and a week-long national holiday have some Japanese scrambling to buy rice, right? It's the threat of what? A mega quake. So they were underneath the threat of the first ever mega quake, which would have caused a lot of stuff. And what did we know read in Matthew? Earthquakes, right? It say on a week-long national holiday have some Japanese scrambling to buy rice, the nation's cherished staple food. With the government, so as I mentioned before, that is basically when you hear about Asian, they love rice, right? It say with the government warning Tuesday against panic buying, we could only procure half the usual amount of rice this summer, and bags of rice get quickly sold out. A clerk at a branch of the popular Fresco supermarket chain told AFP in Japanese capital. Rice shelves in some stores emptied or stocks were rationed after a government warning this month since lifted of a possible mega quake as well as several typhoons and the annual Oban holiday. Other factors include lower harvest, as the person mentioned in the comment before, caused by hot weather and water shortages, as well as increased demand related to record numbers of foreign tourists. So you see how it is, right? You see all these things that we mentioned before, that what could have made it happen: the weather, the water shortages, right? The increased demand, right? And all this stuff. Now they can't deliver. So the farmers, right? 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 5. It said, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And this is what we're seeing happening in the world right now, right? And as I said, it's just about a week or a week and a half ago, I did a video going into farming, but it was basically for a different place. Now we in Japan. So you see the famines happening all around the world. The scripture says, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." And that's what the Lord bringing. The plagues upon this place. To some of you, the things that we might say, the videos might do might be repetitive, but it's happening. At the end of the day, some of them might laugh, kick, joke, scoff, but you're going to be in this food shortage. The next 1 minute you might be able to eat, the next minute you might not. And they say they ration out food. Do you know when they ration out food, do you know how terrible that could be? Because now when they're rationing food, you have to basically take and accept whatever it is they bring in, or whatever it is that you would require you to actually get that food, you would have to take. Right? So if they would just say you need to get a bag of rice, and they tell you, yo, you have the mark, get that chip, then you will get this bag. And all these things, right? So we in that time. Now, before I continue, if any noise in the background, it's just basically bad weather, right? But hey, we in those days, right? They say, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And we are seeing that right now. These plagues are being delivered upon the world. We are seeing it. Just imagine a place that is known for rice is going through rice shortages. Do you know how terrible that is? And how terrible it's going to be? And how terrible it's going to get? That is what we continue to say from day by day. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. The scriptures talk about the beginning of sorrows. And at the beginning, it tells you about these things, the famines, the earthquakes, and we are seeing that. So if that is the beginning, how much worse it's going to get coming down to the end, right? So verse 6, it says, "For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So yeah, so keep thinking everything is a joke, everything is a laugh and a kicks and so forth, and shit is about to happen. Shit is happening, as a matter of fact, and eventually it will be to a block near you, right? So with that, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We say double on our personal elders of Ramos, and we will teach us our personal issue, and we see salutations for the Akamon, for the Christian, and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we say, Shalom.